Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
And then when did you come to the decision to say, all right, you know what, not play no more, fully focus on coaching? And was you a director in some sort as well, or was it just the coach you are at the moment?
I didn't say it. My niece said it. My niece held a meeting, held a press conference.
Yeah.
They said, "You're not playing
right.
no more." No,
Your niece just said it like that. You didn't play.
Yeah, my niece said, like, "No, we're not getting out of bed today." I had some issues. I had some like different, just wear and tear.
Yeah.
You know,
Screaming
bigger
out
guy.
there.
I probably could have played again if I would have had surgery, rehab, but I was kind of ready now to transition. I'm lucky enough to be in that position to transition right from playing to staying in the game. So I think it creeps up now more missing it than it did when I made the decision. Because I player coaching for those 2-3 years was so difficult. I was just ready to get rid of one of those roles and just focus on it full time. But it was more physical, and when you're physically hurt, mentally it's just and coaching was just too much.
Yeah, could imagine. So you're doing it. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
As mentioned, Mike said he saw the difference. He said, as a player coach, he noticed that he was a lot more passionate because you see a side that, you know, a very passionate side, because he was a player as well as a coach. Yeah. And then as a coach, he said he's a different person. I could imagine. So it's obviously it was different as a coach.
Because as a player, I could say, you got to be physical, and all right, watch this. I'm gonna go do what I got to do, and I can say, why can't you do that? And as a coach, I gotta kind of, you know, coax and convince and be clever, and you gotta try to get the best with words and film, and I can't just go do it and say that's what I want. Yeah. So in that way, coaching was easier, but now, you know, it's just different. It's different.
All right. So there's nothing I want to touch on some of your players. What was your first impressions of McKnight and Cashaw when they first came, man? I like those two, man.
Yeah, as players.
Yeah.
Mackie McKnight is he's got that dog in him.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He wants to guard the best play. He wants to make you hate him. You know, you don't want to be your friend. You don't he has that kind of way about him, and he's unselfish. So that's the first impression I had with him. And, you know, he's getting better and better still. I think early in his career, he probably had some bumps with just the teams he went to, and not, you know, sticking for different reasons out of his control. And now he's getting confident. You can see it coming together more offensively, and he's got some stuff in his bag. And then Connor was a slow burner. You know, he's a rookie. He was in a system for a long time with Rice, and then went to Creighton, and then I don't think he played as much as he expected to. So he's kind of had his confidence knocked a bit. And when you come overseas and you fly on that plane, you land, you don't know what's going to happen. So you could tell he was a bit tentative. But you seen the talent. His mid-range game is probably the best I've seen. The way he shoots it with consistency, and he gets it off in small spaces. But he's a good passer, good defender, solid defender, physical, big guard. But as the season went on, you could see him becoming more vocal and doing all the other things too. But eventually he was kind of tentative. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, definitely. And also I've noticed Mr. Tuck's been there for a long time, man. How's your relationship been like with him from the beginning he came, and, you know, up to now?
Tuck's great, man. Tuck's a coach's dream in the sense that, like, he's just steady. He's just steady. I mean, if anyone knows what I used to be like to what I am now, it'd be Tuck. I used to get in him, you know what I mean? And whatever it was, and he never reacted negatively. Or, I mean, if he did, it was never more than a minute before it was like resolved. It was never anything. He could take it, and he takes what you're saying, and if you're aggressive or you're shouting at him, and uses it, you know, which is great when you're kind of coach I was. I'm not anymore. I'm reformed, but when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was, I could
More
lay
than
into him and he produced. And at the same time, you don't have to call play for him. He'll get a bucket. You don't have to, change the offense to get him going. He's going to find a way to score and give you points and rebounds. Very, very soft touch. Also running the floor, very good in transition, running, catching, finishing in contact over defense. So yeah, that's why you see him playing as long as he's as effective as he is. He's so skilled as a big guy.
He's got a good mid range as well. I've seen that as well.
Yeah,
And
very
he
good
still,
mid range.
still can get up a little bit. I've seen that as well.
I gotta tease him though because he's up there with me. So he catches little dunks and stuff. I gotta rewind him and call him out in film session. Twist his arm a little bit.
Oh man, that's good.
I'm just hating on him because he can still do it.
That's good. That's good, man. So I can tell, like, it seems like Sheffield's got two of the villains there, because I've been told by Lasker, Mike seems like the villain sometimes, and now you got McKnight as well as another one.
Yeah, I think Mike is just he's a villain by the way he plays and familiarity, because people know him, they know what he's done, and over time he's had big games and big shots, and he's beat team. Whereas Mackey's his way he plays is just get some people's skin. Yeah. So it's two villains, but different ways of being it. That's
a good way. That could be marketed very well. Definitely, man. Definitely.
They both love it. They both aren't complaining about it. I think they both relish in that, really.
You can't have too many good guys in the league. You need to mix it up, man. Isaiah Thomas and all that, the Westbrooks. You got to have some good, the Patrick Beverleys. You got to have some of them in there, man.
Yeah.
That's in there.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.